matter before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Ma'am?
Miss, would you state your full name and spell your last name for us?
Mariah Dodds, D-O-D-D-S.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Miss Dodds, you're the mother of Zayn, Alana, and Jaden Phillips.
Yes. Yes.
Where were you headed on April 20th of last year?
I was headed to a birthday party
Where was the birthday party being held?
at the Swan Boat Club.
Have you been to the Swan Boat Club before?
Just the night before to help decorate.
Okay. What garnered you an invitation? Why were you invited?
I'm the little boy's godmother.
And that was because of your relationship with Kristen Sigler at the time?
Yes.
Do you know what time you arrived at the birthday party?
It was approximately at 2:08 p.m.
Okay. And did you come alone, or who attended with you?
No, I had my mother, my 3 children, Jaden, Alana, Zayn, and my nephew, Edward Smothers.
Once you got to the party, what did you do?
When we got there, we just explored what was all set up. There's multiple tables and games, a bounce house in the backyard, and the kids just roamed around and had fun.
At some point, did you tell the kids it was time to eat?
Yes.
And you didn't arrive till 2:05, so do you know roughly what time it was that you said it was time for lunch?
It was close by 2:50 p.m. because it was right after Happy Birthday was sang.
Okay. What is the last thing you can remember from the birthday party?
After they sang Happy Birthday, my kids got their food, they were eating, and eventually when they were done, within a few minutes, they ate pretty fast. We were going to go outside back in the backyard to go on the jump houses, but I placed a cake pop in front of Zayn and Alana so that way they would be able to get one before they all ran out. And that was the last thing I remember.
So you don't remember the crash at all?
No.
After the crash, what's the first thing you remember?
Waking up in the hospital.
Okay. Do you have any recollection of the boat club after the crash at all?
No. Just, I remember trying to open my eyes and it was black, like I was asleep or something, and I heard like long distance voices, and it was just a few things that I heard, and then that was it. And then I woke up in the hospital.
You don't remember an ambulance ride or anything like that?
No.
The first time you woke up in the hospital, what was your condition?
I was choking on the tube that was in my throat.
You
And
had a intubation, a breathing tube down your
a
throat?
ventilator.
What-
And then I was asleep. And then I woke up again.
When you woke up and you were able to assess yourself, what did you realize had happened to you?
Well, when I opened my eyes, I seen I was in a hospital room. And at that point, I didn't have the ventilator down my throat and my wrists were free. They weren't strapped down. And I heard my sister next to me crying. And I asked her, why am I here? And she said there's been an accident. And it occurred to my brain that how I was in a building the last time I remember at a birthday party. And then I freaked out because it hit me, where's my kids at? And then that's when she told me that Jaden was, life flew to a hospital and Zayn and Alana were no longer there.
And you're in the hospital.
Yes.
Do you know what position you were in at that time physically?
When she told me, I started to freak out. I wanted to jump up, but I couldn't. I was hooked up to so many wires and machines, and at that time I didn't feel no physical pain because of all the medication they were pumping through me.
Did they put you back to sleep again? Do you know?
Yeah.
At that time?
Yeah, it's like I tried to scream and then everything was black again.
At some point when you had an opportunity to gather yourself, were you able to learn what injuries you had suffered?
Yes.
What were those, Mariah?
I had a punctured lung, broken ribs, a broken shoulder blade, a hematoma on my pelvic. My chin was busted open. My lip was busted open. I had mouth injuries resulting in losing a tooth and nerve damage throughout my face because of my teeth.
Do you know, by the time you were able to wake up and comprehend all this, how long you had been in the hospital under sedation?
No, just of what my family told me.
It was days, though?
I didn't wake up till the next day after the accident. And I got released from the hospital 4 days after the accident.
When you went home, were you able to walk and move freely?
No.
What kind of impediments did you have when you went home?
I had to use a walker if I did get up. It was very hard to move around. I couldn't get into a vehicle for probably a month. And if I did, it was hard. It hurt severely. I couldn't sit straight up. I couldn't lay down, flat down. And it was just rough. I just sat there basically until I healed, until I made progress to move around. And I had physical therapy come to my home to work with me. And then that was helping. And then they sent me to outpatient therapy, and that it helped extremely.
And how long did that all take?
A couple months.
You said that you learned that your son Jaden had been life-flighted to a different hospital.
Yes.
How long was Jaden in the hospital?
2 weeks.
Okay. When he came home, he eventually came home to your house?
Yes.
Were you able to care for him?
No.
At the time, how old was Jaden?
He was 11.
Okay. He's 12 now?
Yes.
Did Jaden receive any home care? I know you mentioned physical therapy for yourself.
Yes. He had physical therapy, occupational therapy, and then a regular nurse come into the home.
Okay. Do you know what injuries he sustained?
Yes.
What happened to Jaden?
He had multiple broken bones that consisted of his wrist, his fingers. He had a broken pelvis, his legs. He had a big gash in the back of his head. He also had a punctured lung, broken ribs, and a concussion.
Did he have to have surgery?
Yes.
Do you know what part of his body he had to have surgery on?
His femur, his legs.
Okay. How long, well, first I'll ask this way. Jaden's not going to come testify today.
No.
Is Jaden able to walk and get around today?
Yes.
How long did it take for him to be able to do that?
Many months. I can't even give an exact time frame.
Okay. Mariah, you were able to bring a photo of Zayn and a photo of Alana for the jury to see today. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Mariah, are those your children?
Yes.
Okay. No further questions, Judge.
Cross.
One moment. Very sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. I lost my son in September. He died peacefully at home. He was older. And every time I work on your case, I think of you. And I think of your children. And you have my deepest sympathy. And I'm human. Might be a defense attorney, but I'm human. And you seem like a much stronger person than me.
It's hard.
My prayers are with you and your family. I wish you the best. People keep telling me God has a plan. I guess that's what we got to do. So I just wanted to come out of you for a minute and tell you, true heartfelt, that I feel very bad for you and your family. It's a club you don't want to belong to. And I don't have any questions for you. You've gone through enough in life. But
Judge, people appreciate
I'm
Mr.
done.
Clovis'
I'm done.
sentiment, but
Okay, thank you
this is
very
the
much.
time and place.
May she be excused?
Yes.
Thank you, which means you're able to stay if you wish. Hey, Bill, would you come up for a second? Just give me both of those. We'll get them out of the camera shot. I saw her. Yep. All right. Thank you.
Detective Josh Motley, speed around.
Sorry. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in this matter before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Your Honor, could we approach very briefly? Yes. Just be careful about sliding.
Yes, sir.
We've lost him.